This question comes from Leo, who asks, what if biological immortality wasn't a gift, but a prison? The answer might just be swimming in our oceans. You might think of immortality as endless time, a chance to learn everything, see everything, be everything. For a tiny translucent creature called Turritopsis dohrnii, the immortal jellyfish, that's exactly what it has. When it faces stress, injury, or old age, it doesn't die. It performs a biological miracle called transdifferentiation. Its cells, like a deck of cards being shuffled into a new game, revert to their earliest form. It turns its entire body back into a polyp, a larval stage, and begins its life cycle all over again. It can do this indefinitely, a perfect closed loop of existence. This is where our story begins, not with wonder, but with a quiet, scientific horror. Imagine you are a brilliant, obsessed marine biologist named Anya. You isolate a single immortal jellyfish in a lab tank. Your goal isn't to study its death, but to study its refusal to die. You subject it to stressors, temperature shifts, minor injuries, nutrient deprivation. Each time, it shrinks, dissolves into a cellular slurry, and reforms. It resets. It's the ultimate biological cheat code. But then, you make a fatal error in curiosity. You wonder, what is the experience of this reset? Is it like a deep, dreamless sleep? Or is it something else? You devise a way to tag individual neurons with a quantum dye marker before the reset to see if any neural patterns persist. The first few experiments show nothing, a clean wipe. On the 7th reset, something impossible happens. The jellyfish reforms, as usual. But when you scan the new neural structure, the dye markers aren't just present. They've multiplied. They've arranged into a faint but complex pattern that wasn't there before. It's not a memory, it's a structural echo. The jellyfish isn't just recycling its cells, it's accumulating something. A kind of cytoplasmic memory. Driven by a dread you can't name, you push further. You cross a line no ethical board would ever approve. You begin injecting minute, electrically coded sequences, simple patterns, a flash of light, a vibration frequency, into the jellyfish's nervous system just before each reset. You are, in essence, trying to write a memory into a creature that forgets everything. It works. After 3 resets, the jellyfish begins to pulsate rhythmically when exposed to the specific vibration frequency you encoded. It remembered. Not consciously, but physically. Its immortality isn't just a renewal, it's a storage system. Every life it lives, every stress it endures, every stimulus it encounters, is somehow folded into the next iteration. It is a living, breathing hard drive with no delete function. This is the moment your nightmare crystallizes. What if consciousness isn't anchored to a single, continuous brain, but to a pattern that can be saved, reset, and reloaded? The immortal jellyfish doesn't have a soul that travels. It has data that persists. And your experiments have just proven that data can be written. Now, the final existential leap. You look at the simple, pulsing creature in the tank. If it can store the imprint of a vibration, what else is stored in its billions of years of ancestral resets? The pressure of ancient seas, the chemistry of long-extinct plankton, the cold of forgotten ice ages? Its body is a palimpsest written over countless times by the Earth itself. It is not an individual. It is a library of all the lives it has ever been. A silent biological record of deep time, trapped in an endless repeating loop. Dr. Keeler's diagnosis? The immortal jellyfish is not a marvel. It is the universe's most profound tragedy. It is a consciousness condemned to eternal rehearsal. It cannot evolve, for it is forever snapping back to its starting point. It cannot learn, for each lesson is dissolved into raw material for the next, meaningless iteration. It is the exact opposite of human ambition. It is the horror of perfect, meaningless preservation. So, the true nightmare isn't about living forever. It's about becoming a monument to yourself. It's the realization that the ultimate prison isn't a cell with no exit, but a story with no ending, no change, and no point, written over and over again, with the same ink on the same page, until the words lose all meaning and only the echo of the writing remains. The immortal jellyfish isn't alive. It is a biological algorithm running on loop, and your greatest fear is that you've just glimpsed the code and recognized a fragment of it in the mirror.